Hello everyone, welcome to Mario's Math Learning Camp. I'm going to be showing you how to use Whiteboard.fi as a virtual whiteboard. Alright, so I'm currently a math teacher, so I'm going to show you the tools that I use while I teach mathematics. So I'm going to go right here, new class, and before that you have to go to Whiteboard.fi, okay? So Whiteboard.fi, and you're going to see this come up, okay? Um, if if the students are joining, they're gonna go and join your class. But you as a teacher, you're gonna go and create a new class. So I am teaching an Algebra 2 class, so I'm gonna type right here Algebra 2. Okay. Now this right here, you can enable a waiting room if you want. I technically that way you know who's coming into the room. But if you're doing a live session through Zoom, just leave it like that. I leave it open. I don't click on it. So just go in and click Create New Class. Okay. And now notice here you have Toggle My Whiteboard here. Okay. If you click this link, you can actually give that link to your students through the chat via Zoom. And they're going to be able to click and you're going to see students that are joining your class. All right. So then I'm going to show you the tools right here. Okay, so the tools that you can use, this pen right here, if you want to write. So let me show you real quick. So we want to put Mr. V, right? All right, so you can actually change the color here if you want. Okay, so Mr. V. Okay, so this will be the place where you change the color. Okay, so if you want to type your name, you can just go right here to the letter A, and that allows you to type, right? So if you want to put 3x minus 2x plus 1, then you can type through there. If you click outside the box, then you will actually settle for that one, but you can also change it a little bit bigger. Now, if you do this, it's not going to do much, right? But if you do this, look what happens, right? It rotates, okay? Now, if you want to make this bigger, okay, if you want to make this bigger, you can actually go to this little tool right here, okay? And then you can change the font size there. So if you want to change the font size, you can do that there, okay? If you want to make it a little bigger so they can fit, then you can do that like that, okay? So that's one way that you can type, okay? Now, what else can you do here? Well, let me show you how to erase first. So you can erase this tool right here. That's the eraser tool. Okay. The main thing I use it for is like when I teach, I actually upload a image. So I'm gonna insert an image right now, and I'm gonna use this one just as an example right here. Right. So I have this image right here. Okay. And of course you can move it and whatever you want to put it. Right. If you want to ask your students, let's pretend you want to say, write the equation in vertex form. So we can say, well, right now I know I have it a little big, so let's change it back to, like 14 maybe. All right. So let's put find the equation in vertex form. Right. And let me see. Trying to get this here. Okay. If you want to make it a little bigger, of course you can always go here, change it a little bit bigger. 14 or 20, that's fine. Find the equation in vertex form, right? Or find the equation of the parabola. We can put that, right? Find the equation of the parabola in vertex form, right? Now, if you want to push this to your students, you can actually do this here, and you can push the whiteboard to your students. You can do that. Right now, I don't have any students, so nobody will get it. And if you have 2 pages, you can actually put it right here. So if you want to do like a problem 1 and problem 2 right here, you can do that as well. So if you want to do that, you can add a second image. Let's pretend that, let me see, I have this one as my image. Right, so now I have another one right here, and I have that one, right? When you push this to your students, you can either do current page or you can do all pages, right? Depending on how you want to work it out. All right, what else do you need to know? You can also, the PDF will be a premium. What else you can do here? So you can download as a PNG once you're finished. So if let's pretend that this one is already done, you can actually, so like if you finish done the annotations already, so let's pretend that you are using, right? So I'm using this as my tools. So I'm gonna say, okay, y equals to a times x minus h, right? X minus h square plus k, right? And then you can say, okay, well, this is my vertex right here. I can say my vertex is -2, 6, right? And then of course you can label that h and k. So I'm using the tools at the same time right here, which I'm showing you, right? And this will be my point, which will be x comma y. All right, so you guys see how to use the tools. If you want to change the color, if you want to make an emphasis on something, then you can also do that by changing the color there. So h and k comes there, right? And you can work it out, or you can have the students work it out before you show them how to do it. All right, so this is basically how I use my tools. The eraser tool is right here, right? That's if you want to erase part of it. If you want to erase the whole thing, then you will go right here. Clear foreground, but keep background. That's the background here is like, if, say for instance, you want to set this image. So set this image as a background. You can do that too by going to this button right here. This button is flatten image, okay? Flat image means that, hey, I can actually have this as a background image and I can write over it, right? And when I erase this, which what happens, right? I clear everything that I just wrote on it, but I still kept my picture as a background. So you can do that as well. Okay, let's pretend that this is already done, right? So I'm gonna go to this one here, and this one is done. So to save it, this is the best part, I think, you can download, and you can download as a PDF. I normally would download it as a PNG. Download as a PNG, and notice here that it's downloading right there, okay? And then there's my image that is already saved as a PNG. There, and this one here, this button right here, you can actually do a line. So now I can do a line here, right? I can do a line right there. And if I want to do it again, I can go here, and I can do another line here, right? And you actually don't have to hold the shift key. And you can go here again, and then just do a line to make a triangle right there, okay? If you want to insert other shapes, you can actually go right here and circle, okay? This one will be a square, right? You can change the color if you want, okay? However you like to do it, right? And then you can keep adding lines, okay? And also I wanted to show you something else, so I'm gonna add another page here so you guys can see one from scratch. So for this one here, if you're a musician, you can add music there, but if you, of course, for mathematics, you use this bigger squares, or this one right here, smaller one. So you have the grid here that you can use. I wanted to show you one last thing here. We can actually insert, for this one you have to clear the foreground and background. Now it's clear. I wanted to show you this little symbol here. We can actually insert mathematical equations, which I think is awesome. So let's pretend I want to write the parabola in standard form, ax squared plus bx, right? So plus bx plus c, right? So now this one I can insert, and look at that. Look at this beauty right here, right? So now I have my squares here that I don't need to do the shift 6 to put it, is already there, okay? Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I can make another tutorial to help you guys with the online learning. All right, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video.